then like I feel like a well of emotions just start coming up for no reason at all.
I feel like it's two things. Maybe like you're gifted in empathy, but you just suck at showing it, or you suck at showing your emotions. So like they come out when they want.
Yo, yeah, true.
Cause I cried yesterday.
There was a Why did you cry?
Bro, I was upset. My feelings were hurt.
Dang.
Yeah.
If I can you scoot down one more seat cushion?
That way.
Oh yeah, that way.
Okay.
Dweebazoid.
Did you? What you call me?
Dweebazoid.
Whatever.
But like when Pastor passed, when Nanny passed, when Overseer passed, when Bishop passed, when a lot of people that we knew like died, when I found out, I never cried. It never like hit. I guess it did hit me at that time. I'm like, oh dang, they died. It's a bummer. But like, the emotion didn't come until either during or after the funeral itself. And I felt heartless because of it.
I think it just be like the state of shock, because it's like, yeah, we know that everybody like who's born is appointed to die, you know, like we know all that, but it's like, dang, when it happened, it's like, that's crazy. Like, I grew up with this person, I had this person around my whole life, and then it's like a state of shock, because like when Bishop passed, I was like and it didn't hit me till like Mom kind of went crazy, but like,
yo, and it was like, and like what was going on with the, like I remember vividly because y'all was in Mom's room.
Yeah, it started in my room. I was getting ready for work, and Caleb called me. I'm like, why is this boy up at like 4 a.m? Like,
yeah, like it's like I heard it. I just happened to wake up at that moment, and then like I'm hearing stuff. Like anytime I like hear, I immediately like thought of it as like a wailing sound, like a. And I always like had this like vision in my head, even like as a kid, like if the house spontaneously combusted, like just goes up in flames, like what would I do in that sort of situation? Would I help? Would I? And that sound that Mom made, I almost was like 1-to-1 with how I imagined it would sound if it was in a house fire. So I immediately like got up, and like I wasn't as tired, and like I walked to the door. I'm like, what is that noise? Because like I've heard that sound before, but it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
So I went in there and I heard that, and I'm like, okay. And like I knew I didn't feel it at that time, but I knew that was something that had to be done. Yeah. That's why that's when I'm like, all right, y'all got to get yourself together.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you actually like stepped up in the moment, because it was like crazy. Like I'm half ready, like because I was getting ready for work, half ready. Like I think I was like half dressed, because my little cousin called me like in the middle of me getting ready for work, and I was like, what's this boy doing up at this time? Like, don't he got school or something? And I got the news, and then I had to deliver it to my mom. Like, and I woke her up out of her sleep to deliver that to, and it was like. And mind you, I'm still in a state of shock, and I have a habit. It's not on purpose, but like when something like traumatic happens or kind of tragic happens, if I'm the one who gets the call and like the news is being delivered to me, I'm like, who? And like I'll ask the question like 3 times, because it's like taking a minute for my brain to process that like, no, this person is like gone. That happened to me like twice, I think, because one with my boss, one of my former bosses, his mom helped him run the daycare center. His wife passed, and then his mom was helping him like run a daycare center or whatever, and like we had got really close. You know, we was black, so we was all like really close. So when his aunt, my boss's aunt, called me one night and was like, you know, so and so passed away, and I said, who? Like, I hate that I do that, but I do that.
Yeah, my issue is I don't ask for enough information.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I'm like, that's enough information for me. I know who, what, and where, and that's enough.
That just be a guy thing.
And yeah, I think so. I don't really ask for the finer details. Ask for macro information, and I can get the micros when I get there.
Like a lot of people, we want like that, or at least I know it's like quick fire stuff. Like, hey, so and so cardiac arrest, my neighbor passed away. We're like, oh, they said like, what happened? And more times than not, I won't tell people. It's like, oh, this person passed away because they got murdered or something like that. Like, no, I won't say something like, hey, I'll tell people more times not like shark attack. Don't worry about it. But some people are like, oh, was it because like hypertension, was because cancer, was because this. Because I think at that point, people are like, hey, what can I do to avoid that? Like, oh, I'm already on that path. Now it's time for me to change my life. I don't know. Death is like real weird for people.
Yeah.
You really want to know what happened. 'Cause like you said, like, we know we're all gonna go.
Yeah.
Then, like, what happened? You know.
Yeah, I think I was given this. I don't know if I want to call it a gift, but it could be.
I mean, yeah, I think it is.
Usually when somebody dies, I know if you're calling my phone, like I have to stop. My first question to ask you is who died.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When our grandmother passed away, when Mama called my phone and she was like, "Yeah, give the phone." She was like, "Give the phone to Perry," and I was like, "Okay." It was kind of like a hee type of thing, and she asked like, "Could I hear her?" Like you know, like when you're on the phone and the volume is like loud enough for the next person to hear. And I was like, yeah, I can hear her. And like I didn't say it. I don't know if I said you're scaring me, but like my first thought was like, who died? Like you're scaring me. And like she gave the news to him so he could deliver it to me.
Yeah, she called me as well. I'm not sure if she called Bean first or called me first, but
she didn't call him. She called me and had me give him the phone.
Yeah, but she definitely called me, and I'm not sure what reaction she hoped to get from me, but she said when she called me, I said, "Hello," and then she was like, "Lil Rock," and I said, I was about to say, "Who passed? Who died?"
Yeah,
but I was like, "What's up?" And she said, "Overseer passed." I said, "Okay." And then she was like, "Did you already know?" I said, "It was my first guess." And she was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna need you to tell your sister because I haven't told her yet." I was like, "Cool, I got you." And I hung up the phone, and then that's when those two was downstairs, and I was like, "Dang, bro!" Like Of course I'm upset that she died, but my main issue is, am I going to be heartless telling her this? Because I know for 100% for sure I'm going to tell her with a straight face. I'm not going to like pretend cry. I'm not going to like do this. I'm going to look at you in your eye and say, "Oh yeah, she's dead."
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be like, I felt like it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I'm like an empathetic person. I like to be empathetic to show you that, oh yeah, I've been there before. And I think sympathy is, I'm still working on it. I have pride, right? So I feel like showing it to me, I don't really like sympathy at all.
So what you mean? Like, all right, I feel as men, it's hard to be like, you got to be more direct. This thing happened. I had to be stone cold. I can't let you show that, or at least I can't show you that I'm feeling something too. I gotta do it in privacy. but you still want to be empathetic, but you don't want people to know when you're hurt. So let's say you take a week. I told y'all somebody passed. When do you go back and say, like, all right, now I gotta process this? You don't want people to show you that they care.
It's like a pride thing. It really doesn't make much sense, but I feel like if you're showing, I take empathy in many situations, especially in like competitive situations. I take empathy as pity.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like you take it as a pity thing. I heard in that song that I had you use for the thing, I went to like get just the audio for that, and I stumbled across the video, and in the video he like actually uses captions and you see what he's saying. And so one of the bars he said was, admiration and envy are siblings. I feel like that same thing for sympathy and pity. Like, they're siblings, they're two sides of the same coin, and it's like a very fine line in between that, but you could definitely tell the difference like between pity and sympathy, because like sympathy is more like, you know what, I feel for you, but like pity is like, I feel bad for you, like poor baby type thing.
But in a way, you're trying to understand your emotion. Is it bad if someone feels bad for, like, when I pity you, it's like a get up nature? That's how I look at it. I'm trying to offend you when I'm saying like, yo, I pity you. Like, that's it looks crazy that you're this upset about it. But nah, you gotta feel stuff out. It's not for me to be like, hey man, you shouldn't feel this bad about it.
See, when you say pity in that way, is like man, little nigga, get up. But like, I feel like when he says pity, it's like, oh, like, what can I do for you? Can I, you know what I'm saying?
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I felt that in my chest just then.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, bro. It's like, I don't need you to baby me.
Yeah.
A lot of the turmoil that I feel in it doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, pride doesn't make sense. When you express it out loud, pride doesn't make any sense. But in my heart of hearts,
silly.
It is silly. But in my heart of hearts, when I'm feeling it, it's so real.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need your opinion. Like, a lot of times when I have like when I go through some sort of breakup or loss of some sort of relationship, I don't go to somebody and talk to people about it. It's like it shows when I'm trying to be reserved, and especially if I'm in my own thoughts and it gets interrupted by somebody talking to me, then I tend to lash out. But and which I've been working on it a lot lately, but I tend to want to go through my emotional turmoil by myself because I can handle it.
Which is so crazy to me, especially like seeing the fact, just like the fact, I feel like you kind of go against a lot of stereotypes besides the fact of being a black man. I feel like you fall into that stereotype when it comes to that particular thing. But when all the other stereotypes, he's the youngest, he has an older sister, it's kind of like there's not been a point in your life where you've been alone. So it's just like, for you to just be like, I just want to handle this by myself, it's a little different. And he's the baby, and most of the time, like, babies are like, I need something, I need the attention all on me. And even when they're going through something, and it's like, when you're going through something, like, leave me alone.
It's like so interesting, because this goes back to what we were talking about. I don't think you were up here just yet, if you don't mind me divulging talking about it. But like, in a sense, it's, you want to be here for someone because you know what it's like to be alone. Like, that's a oxymoron. Like, you're in the mix. Like, I want to be there for somebody, but no one can be there for me. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, like, that's interesting. Like, why do you think you fight so hard on that?
I think it's about being a burden. I've convinced myself for a long time, like, especially being like a young man coming up to what I am now, that I want to be as small as possible, which is kind of crazy, because I'm the tallest person in the house. But
Yeah. And the tallest person in the room usually.
I want to be as small as possible. Like, the less attention I get on me, the more can be allocated to the people around me. And if I'm able to handle myself and be more self-sufficient, the more I can be seen as a pillar that somebody can lean on. But like stoicism and what is it, being charismatic are complete opposites, and women are attracted to both.
Yeah, until it doesn't go their way, typically. Yeah. But I'm curious to know like where even that came from, because just like for a little background, when we were younger, Lil Rock wasn't like that. Lil Rock thrived off of attention. So it's kind of like for you to get older and you're like, I don't want it. It's so weird.
Man, I don't think I can really put that into words why I don't really like attention. I feel like attention, like on me, I guess it puts pressure on me to perform, and I don't want to be that guy that's like, that puffs up his chest and is like, oh yeah, I can do this. A lot of times when I'm training with somebody who's at my level or above my level, they see me as this person that's like, oh, you're underbidding, like spades terms, like you're underbidding. Yeah. Like you say, oh, I can't really do it like that, or I overhype other people and underhype myself because I want to stay humble. But at some points it's to a fault. But that's just the way I am, the way I'm wired.
Which is crazy because like humbleness and pridefulness are like,
yeah, they are. I want to be humble when it comes to people outside, but when it comes to discipline, I like to be more disciplined with myself. And when I fail to be more disciplined with myself, that's when the pride comes through. Like, I should be better than this. I should be. I'm frustrated with myself as I should be better than this. And then somebody outside comes to try to. It's not like this, but somebody comes from the outside to be a crutch to the leg that I broke myself. I can walk. I don't need you to be my crutch. I can walk.
Yeah.
If I can't, I will hobble. I'll crawl. I slither over there before I let you come and be my crutch. Like, I'm just as capable as you. Why are you trying to?
So it's like you take offense.
Why are you mocking me? Yes.